How many calories do you need per hour? The answer to this question varies depending upon whether you are cycling or running, and it also varies depending upon your body size. We have some general guidelines that can help you begin to sort of dial in exactly how many calories per hour that you need, but it's really important to recognize that you have to train your gut to process calories just like you train your muscles to handle the impact of running or cycling and the duration of whatever event that it is you're doing. So if you are racing endurance events, right, so something that lasts over 2 hours, we have some general recommendations for how many calories that you need. If you are a smaller sized athlete, under 140 pounds, on the bike, you're going to be looking to take in somewhere between 200, maybe at the top end of that range, 300 calories per hour. If on the bike. And if on the run, you're going to be looking to take in somewhere between 100 to, let's say, 125, maybe maxing out at 150 calories per hour, but probably a little bit lower in that range. If you're a medium-sized athlete, let's say somewhere between 140 to 170 pounds, your ranges are going to be somewhere between 300 top 400 calories per hour on the bike. On the run, somewhere between 125, 150, maybe up to 170 calories per hour on the run. If you're a larger athlete, over 170 pounds, you're going to be looking to take in about 400 calories per hour on the bike, and looking to take in 150, 175, maybe up to 200 calories per hour on the bike. Now, if you're nowhere near these ranges, meaning you're much lower than these ranges, you should be adding your calories in your training rides in smaller increments, right? So if right now you should be taking in 200 calories per hour on the bike, but you're only taking in about 100, start increasing those ranges slowly. So try 125 calories per hour in your next event, and then 150 calories per hour in your next training session, and so on and so forth, to build yourself up to where you need to be. And as you start increasing the ranges, take note of how your body feels. You should be sensing where starts to give you the optimum amount of energy so you feel good at the end of your bike. So when you get off your bike and you do your transition run, you feel energized instead of depleted. You should never feel hungry. If you feel hungry, that's a really key sign that you need more calories. Other signs that you need more calories: negative thoughts and apathy. Your brain's going to start getting a little bit glucose starved if you're running low on calories, and so what it starts to do is try to shut down your systems, and it tries to convince you to slow down, to ease off, ultimately to stop, because your brain wants to hoard all those calories. So if you can take in some more calories, train your gut to handle it, your brain will be happy, your brain will let your body do what it can do, and you can go from there. It's also important that when you take in calories, that you're also taking in hydration. This helps with digestion, right? Your gut requires hydration in order to digest, and if it's not getting enough, it will begin to steal that hydration from your bloodstream in ways that's going to affect your overall hydration, right? So you don't want your gut stealing the hydration, because a couple things can happen there. You can bloat, you can have leaky gut, which is never really a great situation, which can hurt with the bloating. It can cause gas, it can cause nausea, it can cause vomiting, diarrhea, all sorts of stuff that you don't want. So you want to make sure, even if you're taking in calories that are fluid, so in other words, if you're using like a concentrated bottle of Infinite or Perpetuum or CarboPro or something like that, you also need to take in hydration that does not have calories in it. This will help with the digestion of the calories because you won't have an over-concentrated solution in your stomach, and this will aid the processing of those calories, getting them to be used as energy instead of just sticking as a bullet in your gut. The same is true if you're using gels, bars, whatever. Every time you take in calories, take sips of non-calorie fluid. Okay, that answers the question of how many calories. If you have questions about that, please note them in the comments, or you can email me at maria@nolimitsendurance.com. Thanks.